Yeah, are you okay? That's day one.
She's like one of the sweetest people I've ever met.
Yeah, we know. We're just making sure she's all right. That's the bottom of it.
I love your kids.
I felt bad every time he was out there. They're totally in the middle of you. I just go, move.
Well, it's quite funny because they all were like, "Oh, it's so crowded in here. It's awful." That's really it's it's like So everybody went out there and like.
Okay, turn your recording devices on. Dave, good question.
We're really doing this at the press conference?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
I'm down.
Everybody, because a lot of the questions are probably going to be the same.
You want me to be the president?
Yeah, but the one guy answers the question, so the other guy picks people out.
Don't worry about Jim from CNN.
I'll pick people out. We'll start here. Good. Here?
I got a question.
We're not closing the door.
You guys been on Warped Tour for a while, right? I mean, as far as a couple
That
of
was the
times
first day.
now.
This is the first day.
Well, not this year.
We've done Warped
You guys
Tour.
are veterans of Warped Tour, is what I'm
Yes.
saying. What have you seen biggest differences over the years, the times that you've been on Warped Tour? Maybe what you're seeing now.
We get older, girls stay the same age.
Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
No,
The catering has gotten much better.
Way better.
The first year we were on it, it seriously was one of those snack trucks that has like the fold-out shelf, and you get like a little bowl of salad, like iceberg lettuce, and then like the ranch dressing was sitting in the package. It was like hot.
There's
And
real
he
doctors
would
here
stir
now.
the Kool-Aid with his arm.
There's
Yeah.
real like medical staff here now. It used to be like you break something, it's just like, well, put some tape on it and
Yeah.
spit on it.
Ice it.
Yeah, put ice on it.
But my leg is split in
Some
half.
Robitussin on
Yeah.
it.
Put a little tussin on it.
It's just the enormity of it. It used to be, well, Warped Tour, you went to see it because this band was playing, this band was playing, this band was playing. Nowadays, you just come to Warped Tour because it's the Warped Tour.
And I don't even know what to expect after that.
You know, it's awesome.
There's a lot more sponsors than there used to be. There's a lot more. It's like a cacophony, if you will, out there of like megaphones,
Is it
people yelling.
cacophony, or
I don't know if it's cacophony or
Yeah.
cacophony.
We try to act like
I don't
we're
know about the
smart.
pronunciation.
Free
There's a
hugs
lot
and
of
fuck
noise.
free
Is what I'm
hugs
saying.
signs.
That was
Between
the word of the day on Yahoo today. So we're just trying to figure out how to.
But between like the sponsors and the just like people's like merch tents and like just whatever else is out there, people squirting you with squirt guns and yelling at you with a megaphone. That's different. There wasn't so much of that before. It's less so much focused on the athletes too. There's not as much.
Yeah, not as many
There used to be
athletes.
like the ramp and
Used
also
to
the
be,
BMX
yeah.
thing or like the motocross and all that stuff. A lot of that's faded out.
It's cool that the skate ramp is still here. It was cool to watch kids dropping in while we were playing. That's what makes it feel like Warped Tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
It's cool watching kids drop ass.
It's definitely, and there used to be two main stages. You know, they flip flop two. Now it's just one main stage, and those other stages.
I was
So
trying to spread it around.
yeah, it's changed. I don't know, and I always think it's for the better. I think it's changed for the better.
And if I could just jump in one last question. All the bands on Warped Tour this year, who do you guys, like, you're dying to see to?
Bad Rabbits.
Bad Rabbits, okay.
We actually saw them on our way to go do a signing a little while ago. They were on the Smoking stage there.
Also, I've heard that Moving Mountains is a great band. I haven't seen them yet. We haven't seen any.
We heard from Kevin last night.
Really
Yellow
good.
Wolf was good.
Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
The Bots, I heard, are really
Bots,
good.
like that.
These are the bands that I'm going to go check out.
Right.
when this first one.
Against Me is on here. I'm gonna check them out before they leave for a couple weeks.
Yeah, Against Me is friends.
So they're only playing the Dallas show?
No, they're playing.
No, they're playing for like a month, and then they're taking like 2 weeks off, and they're coming back.
And then like our friends,
Keep pulling a no effects.
but those are our friends, you know. It's like them,
Yeah,
Hitler,
we're
the
friends from
Expendables, those are all bands that we've toured with, and Big D and the Kids together. So it's cool to tour with friends, you know, and it's good to make new friends too.
You guys mentioned when you were on stage, you played 3 different decades. I mean, how awesome is it to see all the fans that are maybe come out every single year?
Shocking. I'm always surprised that anybody comes to see us play. And I'm not saying that to be like, talk down about us or self-deprecating, but like, dude, it's been 19 years.
And you can tell,
There's probably some of you that are in here that aren't 19 years old. Yeah. See, I mean, we've been playing longer than she's been alive. And for the fact that many people are watching us give a shit to talk about.
It's great for us to see like the young kids that you can see like the deer in headlights look on their face like, I didn't know what this was gonna be like, or they didn't even know who we were and they're waiting for 303 or whatever. But then they're halfway through the set, they're digging it, but they don't know the songs. Then you see like the 38-year-old dude out in the back that's like, wow, sweating his ass off, like Warped Tour. He's like, I just came for you guys. He's like, chest painted.
And that stuff's fun, you know what I mean? So it's definitely humbling, and it's also like just the raddest thing ever.
And what do you think it says about your music, that you can pass over?
Not that shitty. Not that shitty. Not that shitty. They're shitty and not that shitty. So we're not that shitty.
It means that we've definitely managed to persevere through the trends. You know, like we kind of got. We started out right around when the ska punk thing kind of was taking off too. The Boston's got big, Baby Fish had a hit single or whatever. And you know, if it was just about that, like just about it being a trend, then we would have died off right after that. We just managed to keep going. I call it the snowball effect. We just keep rolling and picking up.
A lot of those bands you just mentioned
We're a
have
little brother
fallen off,
band.
and you haven't. That's
We're a big brother to little brother, which means a lot of the older brothers would say, "Hey, check out this band." You know, I saw this band on Warped Tour, and especially
We're like a
on
hand-me-down
something
now.
like this. This is one of the places where we cut our gums, so to speak, like in becoming a band. Who we
It's hard to
are.
play trombone after you cut your gums.
You know, it's weird when people say Warped Tour. Les and Jake is one of those things that come up right with it. So it's
absolutely.
strange and honoring at the same time.
And when you guys started the band, I mean, what were your goals back then? I mean,
Free beers.
Well, that was the best actually. Is that the goals were really minimal. Like we always set the bar like 3 months down the road. It was like, okay, we're gonna get this 7-inch out. It's gonna be shit. And like we got our vinyl back the first time. We were like, yeah, we made it. And then we got our first Pez scores back in Chicago on the first tour we did. And the show actually, like our name was spelled wrong on the marquee. It was this big ska fest at the Metro in Chicago. And we were like all stoked, and our name was wrong. And then the power went out in the whole city. Like the only place that had power was right across the street at Ruby Field, and there was a game going on, but like our show was canceled. So we're sitting there, we had our CDs, and we're like, man, we're on a CD, this is the shit. We're selling them out of the van outside on the street. And I thought we made it there. We're like, yeah, we got a CD, we made it. And then, so every time like there's like that next little step, it's like
Back
we made
in,
it. So.
back in the early 90s, putting out a CD meant you were actually, you were really doing something. Like, not everybody could put out a
Yeah,
CD.
you can, like, burn
It
a
was
CD,
really expensive.
putting your sticker on it.
I could put out a CD now.
Now it's like
nobody wants it. You put out a CD like a CD.
I think there's a lot of younger bands
Old
now
ass.
that
It's like a laser disc.
they're more concerned about success than they're more concerned about getting to their success rather than the journey that it takes them to get there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
that's what it was
mean?
always about for us, because we actually started out as just being like a dudes that wanted to be in a band. We were into college town, and we had no like lofty goals. It wasn't like we have to be on top of the world.
We're gonna be on MTV and then radio and then we're gonna
Yeah,
take over the
everything's gonna be
place.
great. Then we're gonna be millionaires.
Not for us.
So the next album's Fuck MTV, right? That's the next
No.
album cover.
Because there's no music on it, you mean?
No,
That's it is what it is. We are very happy being who we are. I think.
If I could jump in for a minute, because my website, we concentrate solely on what you were talking about before. It's independent artists, bands that they follow DIY and they don't care about getting signed. So why don't you guys share with us a couple of artists that maybe are DIY right now, but probably
I thought you were going to share our secrets. What
Maybe-
you do as a DIY artist?
maybe in a year or two we should probably expect them to be pretty
There's a
big.
band from Boston, Massachusetts called Make Do and Mend. They're a
Okay.
fantastic band. I think in the next 2 years, if everything's right in the world, you would hear a lot about that band. This is a band from the UK called The Skints. And they're fucking awesome. If everything was right again, they would be the biggest band in
I
England.
think the Jetty Boys are really good. In Minneapolis, they're kind of an older Green Day sounding band.
That's the best thing about music now. It's very accessible. So if you like
Almost
a
too
certain
accessible. There's almost like too many bands.
It's a little
that you're trying to
drowned.
filter through it.
Yeah.
It's
But
like overload.
if you have time, like as a youngster or a younger person, you should have time to be able to go and sort through everything and listen to it. I don't have as much time anymore.
Exactly, and that's what it is.
I do things like
if
gamble,
you have a lot of time,
play
it's
fantasy
easy.
baseball.
It's harder though too as a band coming up because it's too like music has become too disposable too. It's too easy, especially since you can just like listen to it online and then don't like it and drag it to the trash, and you don't have that time to give it a chance anymore. Whereas I used to hear about it from a friend, oh, this band's good, you should check it out. You had to go buy the CD and then you look at the artwork and listen to it, give it a listen. Now it's like I listen to the first 20 seconds on iTunes and then
It's not a stack of records.
chorus wasn't
anymore.
good enough, trash.
It's a hard drive full of files.
Right.
It's a different thing.
And it's way too easy to just, like you said, it's expendable. It just,
Yeah, exactly. It's disposable.
What about you guys? You're sitting there so quiet.
We thought there was a pool in here and totally misinformed.
It's got Tony R303.
Hey, so where are you guys from again?
Gainesville,
Gainesville,
Florida.
right? So yeah, Tom Petty's from Gainesville also. You guys big Tom Petty fans, or is he an influence?
Buddy's old roommate actually is Tom Petty's cousin.
Yeah, my old roommate PJ is
True story.
Tom Petty's cousin, and he has a beach house in St. Augustine, Tom Petty, that PJ used to be allowed to go to, and we'd all go there, and we'd have like
Just say Tom Petty.
10 people like at the thing, just going wild, and then at some point he lost the privileges to go there.
You know what's
I don't think anyone's gone there in a while.
hilarious is we played this, the club's closed now, there's this club in Gainesville called Common Grounds, and we played there, and the Heartbreakers were playing at the UC Sundome, which is like, you know, 20,000 seat arena. And the Heartbreakers all came. Tom wasn't there, but the rest of the band came to see our set. Came to see our show. And we're just like, this is fucking crazy.
They were like, you know,
Totally getting into it, rocking.
Just doing shots with them later.
I went and saw them actually because PJ was their cousin. I got like the front row tickets at the Ice Palace in Tampa, and he had like a really cool, like just like living room stage set. It wasn't like, you know, huge elaborate thing. It was a great show. It was like we were like third row.
One of the last true great American rock
That's, yeah, they're
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not bad religion.
Going back to the goals thing, do you guys have any goals that you're looking to achieve now?
Stay
Don't
alive.
die.
Don't
Don't
die.
die. Don't die.
Make it through the Warped Tour without someone having a heart attack. That's the goal.
Just, you know what, on this particular summer we were talking about it today, we're all pretty kind of like 50-50, like 50% is like, wow, we're really stoked to be out here, 50% we're like, I wanna go home. This summer it's just about us having fun, and we want everybody to have fun with us, you know, whether it's the bands that are on tour, whether it's the fans that are in the audience, whether it's us looking at each other, like it's
Just about staying viable in that music, like we were talking about before, how music's disposable, and we're, you know, we're getting back on our feet with writing and stuff. We just put that EP out. I don't know if you got plug.
Greetings
The
from-
Greetings from EP. You know, it's 5 songs, but we're planning on trying to do like, instead of like a whole new album every time, we're gonna keep trying to put out like every 6 months, like try to do like 5 songs here and there, or put out some live stuff. And just
Because it
keep
really
stuff
is-
out there, you know.
Yeah, it really is only singles these days. You know, nobody buys full. Who the fuck?
And it's
buys
so
a
easy
full-
to get it out there these days that, you know, might as well just keep doing it. It's about
That's what we're doing.
running out of ideas. We got melodies for days.
What else? What other questions? This is like.
Run dry.
Going back to what he said, I mean that had to be kind of cool with Tom Petty, the whole association. But is that like that one moment where you guys like, wow, we freaking made it? What is that moment?
Like I said, like I've had that moment several times throughout our career. Like, you know, it was 95, we got the CD,
But if
and
you
then
had to
every
pin it
single time,
down.
every year there's something new that happens.
There's
It's like, I
things.
can't believe that just happened. Like we toured with Bon Jovi. Like I was in 8th grade watching Bon Jovi and like, oh, that'd be great if we could tour in a band or do whatever. And like now I'm on tour and he's like coming around shadow boxing, like on his way to the stage. We just got off stage. He's like, gives us the guns. He's like, you guys was good tonight. That just happened. Like it's like stuff like that happens all the time. Like mind blowing shit that you never thought was gonna happen when you were younger. You know? We got in a band and we just kind of trucked along. We've met like every person possible that you can even think of.
It's really, it's like I said, it's more humbling, you know, because there's.
It gets weird when it starts to get normal when you're meeting like people like that. Like when the dudes in the Descendants that were like on first name basis, like calling us to do stuff. Like it's weird when like people that are like your icons when you're younger are like your friends.
Yeah, I went to their Fun Fest comeback.
Oh, yeah.
show. That was freaking awesome.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we toured with them in '97. They're just it's shocking.
When guys from Minor Threat are telling you that they like your band, it's like, all right, it's not so bad. This isn't so bad.
Is there someone you haven't toured with that you would really like to do that?
Like a full tour. I would love to fully tour
Green
with
Day.
Foo Fighters and Green Day. Those are two bands that we've never like. We've done like one-offs, you know, but like we've never done full tours. Those would be too fun to do. It seemed like.
Ice-T, done it.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg,
Check.
done it. Corn, Linkin Park, been there. Limp Bizkit. We did the sports metal circuit.
Eminem. Check.
Yeah. That's what's good about the Warped Tour too. Is like bands like that you would never have thought that you'd be in the same circles with. It's like, you know, all the rap acts and stuff like that, like Black Eyed Peas early on. It's just crazy, like the amount of stuff that's gone through this tour. Like Kid Rock was not. You know, Kevin's really good at that. Is finding like the bands that are gonna be huge at some point, but they haven't